Good morning, folks. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels, and we're going to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we do, the usual disclaimers. In the description box, you're going to see a link to the article that the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center really doesn't want you to read. It is written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics, wherein they interviewed over and surveyed over 900 ABA professionals from all over the world in regards to JRC's quote-unquote behavioral treatment program. In fact, the JRC doesn't want you to read this article so damn much, they did threaten NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from their website. NeuroClastic has refused, of course. So please, folks, share this article on all your social media. There's obviously something in there they really don't want you to see. Also, folks, you're going to see in the description box NeuroClastic's public statement on the matter. And in there, you're going to be finding a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding them, folks, in case the JRC has the balls to see through their threat. You're also going to find in there as well the links in regards to what's going on at the Agape boarding school out in Stockton, Missouri, where they have been thus far had, and count them, folks, 19 lawsuits that involve torture, starvation, and sexual abuse of at-risk boys. So please read all those articles and get those shared out. We want that school buried and killed with fire. All right? You also got the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Hoya's massive archive on the subject, the templates, and the ever-present self-explanatory change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. Trigger warning, folks, when we discuss the JRC, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please go ahead and use your headphones, all right? It is 4:05 a.m. in the morning. I'm not even close to being awake. So if I stop into left field and take a left turn or I stumble over my words, apologies in advance, all right? So where we left off yesterday, 93, the behavioral program for the same student not on GED consisted solely of alternating her between a low-demand setting and a situation of higher demand, academic computer work, which resulted her in being placed in the emergency restraint. P18 third bullet. Okay. This student finds breaks on the couch in the classroom reward area very rewarding and has the ability to earn them frequently since she is just learning to have demands placed on her. Oh, for fuck's sake. You have to earn a right to a break. God, these people, they care so much, don't they? How about instead of breaks, you fucking feed me? Right? You want to know what calms my happy ass down when it's a long day and stupid queue on the clock? Snack time. When I get plenty of protein and nutrients, I tend to be a hell of a lot less self-sabotaging or self-injurious. But when I don't feed myself properly, I'm more likely to engage in such behaviors. Seriously. This student is doing extremely well at JRC and has made improvements when compared to her condition and lack of educational opportunities before admission to the JRC. Yeah, prove it. Prove it. Can you? Can you actually prove it? And even if you can, that is one student out of the thousands you have educated and have traumatized for fucking life. The review team would have learned this had they been willing to accept information about JRC. Again, here we go. Here we go again. If you would just let us explain. It's condescending as well as being a defense mechanism, okay? Basically, you're saying you should sit down, shut up, and just accept everything that we say because we're the experts and you just don't understand. But if you sit down and listen to us, we will tell you why we have to torture people and basically discard completely their human fucking rights and right to autonomy. Right, JRC? We have to earn our right to autonomy. Right. That's who these people really are. There is no talking yourself out of human rights violations, JRC. And you are violating human and civil rights every single goddamn day. Every day. Just saying. We'll go ahead and close out on that note, actually. I want to pontificate on this. JRC just seems to have this complete callous lack of understanding when it comes to people with neurodisabilities in particular. They don't seem to understand that what they're doing is horrific and it goes beyond just abuse. It is literal, actual torture. When you are trying to brainwash and condition someone and mold them into the shape you want them to be, instead of making sure to help them improve, better integrate into society, but not strip them of everything that makes them unique and makes them them. When you basically strip away all their human civil rights and their autonomy, and then force them into this mold through fear and through trauma, making us into what makes you people feel fucking comfortable, that's not help. That's sick. And you need psychological fucking help yourself. Okay? The kind of behavioral programs that the JRC totes literally sets up people with disabilities to be taken advantage of, if not and or abused, possibly even being groomed for it. They're grooming them for future abuse. Not just to take their abuse, but future abuse from the quote-unquote highly elevated normal people as well. That's what they're doing, and they can't seem to understand that, or they just don't fucking care. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and close out this morning. We don't get very many views on this channel, especially on this subject. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. Please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this morning. As always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.